Spider-Man 2 is the most anticipated game of the year, and for about 1.5 years everybody was looking forward for a gameplay trailer for this game, and then finally we got it in the PlayStation Showcase 2023, where not only we got a glimpse of how the game will look like, but we also saw some things which most of you have probably missed. But don't worry, cause in this video I'll tell you things that you missed in the gameplay trailer reveal for Spider-Man 2. New parts of New York. As soon as the trailer starts, we see Peter in a totally new part of the city, which wasn't present in the previous game. It's Queens, and we see it being a completely new area, which makes me believe that there will be several areas like this one in the game, where we will be able to free roam and complete activities. Maybe they'll be locked behind story wall, but nothing is confirmed yet. But I'll be happy if there are more areas like this in the game. Symbiotic suit. The best part of the trailer was a symbiote, and we got our first look at the black suit in the Insomniac Spider-Man universe. By the looks of it, it can be assumed that there will be an ability to switch between the red and black suit just like Spider-Man Web of Shadows, because the symbiote here looks much more reactive, and we also saw the red suit underneath the black suit, which gives me a little bit of hope that maybe we'll see something like that. Also, if the leaks are to be believed, then we will get symbiotic versions of normal suits in the game, so this thing might be correct one way or another, and I'm waiting for something similar to happen. The symbiote also makes a protective armor around Peter, which can be clearly seen in every shot where the symbiote is present, and it really makes me love this design even more. Combat, takedowns, and more. There's no doubt that this game will be amazing, and when we got our first look at combat, I recognized some animations which were present in the original Spider-Man game. Like this takedown, for example, looks a lot similar like this animation from the previous game, which is a very good thing and actually shows how far Peter has come with the symbiote. Also, we saw a wheel which triggered some abilities, and all of those abilities felt natural with the symbiote, and it looks like Insomniac was actually telling the truth when they said that this will be their biggest game to date. Also, a lot of these abilities reminded me of the Web of Shadows Spider-Man, where he also had a similar set of abilities. This is probably a thing which most of you would have missed, but in this part of the trailer where Miles is preparing for a slingshot, if you pay attention in the background, you can see some pedestrians who are actually looking at Miles and are wondering what is he doing. This is an amazing detail and really makes the wait worth it, and actually makes me appreciate Insomniac games even more. Black webs. If you pay attention, you'll notice that every time when Peter swings, he swings with black webs instead of white, which gives us an insight that his inner self has become so dependent on the symbiote that he has stopped making his own webs and is relying on the symbiote for his webbing. Small details like this one makes this game even more special for Spider-Man fans. Peter's aggression. Similar to the previous point, this one also relates with Peter and the symbiote. In this shot of the trailer where the civilians are running out of danger, Peter decided to save one of them because that's what heroes do, right? But right after saving him, he throws him to the ground and swings away. This shows the symbiote's control over his mind. Also, he has become reckless and tries to solve multiple problems with brute force rather than critical thinking, and I'm having a strong feeling that there will be a Peter versus Miles in the story, cause there were a lot of points in the trailer where we sense tension between the two Spider-Men, which is a clear foreshadowing that Peter will fight Miles at some point in the story, and we will get an amazing showdown between the two. Web swinging. This is an obvious observation, but throughout the trailer we see that Miles' animations are becoming identical to Peter's, and this is because this game takes place some years after the events of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and between the events of these games, Miles has gained enough experience in swinging and combat. That's why he swings faster with more momentum. Speaking of momentum and faster swinging, we can assume that this game's swinging is gonna be much faster than the previous two games. It's because many fans criticized the original game for its slow swinging even after maximum upgrades and abilities, and so the developers took notes and we got a much faster swinging with more momentum. Also, sadly there aren't any new animations so far, but this is only one gameplay. Maybe in the future more details will be revealed. Switching characters. Even before the game's release, many people were speculating this feature, that players will be able to switch between Miles and Peter instantly at any point in the game. But Insomniac not only confirmed this in the trailer, but they also have officially said that this game will not force players to play a specific mission with a specific character, but instead you can play each mission with your preferred character, and it will be canon one way or another, except for certain missions where there is a serious need for Miles or Peter as it was shown in the gameplay. With the introduction of Kraven and Lizard, we can spot some villains from the previous two games. In the start of the trailer, we see Kraven looking for a formidable foe, and as he's looking through his device, we can see a map of New York with several familiar characters, such as Black Cat, Taskmaster, the Prowler, and many more, leading us to believe that those villains will be in the form of side bosses or even team up with Spider-Man to take down Kraven, because Kraven is a common enemy of both Spider-Man and those villains. possible story. In one sequence of the trailer, we saw Peter speak about Harry. We already know from the previous game that Harry is suffering from a fatal disease and Norman was using the symbiote to cure him. And Peter knew about it. Now, since he has a symbiote and Connors is a lizard, Harry is dying, so maybe Peter bonded with the symbiote on his own will. And that's why he's looking for the lizard so that he gives a cure to Harry. It's amazing to think that even such short piece of dialogue made us speculate about the game so much, but one thing that is for certain, that the story for this game will be much larger with several interwoven stories in it. There was also a potential plot leak of Marvel Spider-Man 2, which I already made a short video on. You can watch it by clicking on the iCard above. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys found this video interesting, and if you did, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys in another interesting video. Till then, take care and bye.